Your password is not usually stolen because a hacker sits at a computer and guesses one character at a time. Modern attackers use faster methods. They trick you, reuse data from previous breaches, test common passwords across thousands of accounts, or steal the password before you even press enter. In this SecureNet tutorial, you will learn the 5 most common ways passwords are compromised and the practical steps that make those attacks much harder. First, let's understand what happens when you sign in. A responsible website does not need to store your readable password. It stores a mathematical result called a hash. When you enter your password, the site processes it and compares the result. But websites do not all protect passwords equally. If a company is breached and attackers obtain weakly protected password hashes, they can try enormous lists of likely passwords offline. There is no website rate limit when the attacker works on stolen data. Short, common, and predictable passwords can fall quickly. Attack number 1 is phishing. You receive an email, text message, or direct message that creates urgency. It may say your account is locked, a package cannot be delivered, or your employer needs you to review a document. The link opens a login page that looks legitimate, but it belongs to the attacker. When you type your username and password, the attacker receives them immediately. Some advanced phishing kits can even relay a one-time code in real time. That is why appearance alone is not proof that a login page is safe. Instead of using an unexpected link, open the official app or type the known website address yourself. Check the full domain carefully, not just the logo or page design. Attack number 2 is credential stuffing. Imagine that an old shopping website is breached and the password you used there becomes available to criminals. If you reuse that password for email, banking, social media, or work, attackers can automatically test the same email and password combination on many services. They are not cracking every account separately. They are betting that you reuse the key. This is why one unique password per account matters more than clever substitutions like changing one number at the end. Attack number 3 is password spraying. Instead of trying thousands of passwords against one account and triggering a lockout, the attacker tries a small number of common passwords against many accounts. Examples include seasonal phrases, company names, sports teams, and predictable patterns followed by a year or symbol. The attack stays quiet because each account receives only a few attempts. A long password is useful, but it must also be unpredictable and not built from public information. Attack number 4 is malware and information stealing software. A malicious attachment, fake software update, cracked program, or unsafe browser extension can capture what you type, steal saved browser sessions, or collect credentials stored insecurely on a device. In this situation, even a strong password cannot protect a compromised computer. Keep your operating system, browser, security software, and applications updated. Install software only from trusted sources. Be extremely cautious with unexpected attachments, pirated programs, and browser extensions requesting broad permissions. If you believe a device is infected, use a different trusted device to change important passwords after the compromised device has been cleaned or reset. Attack number 5 is social engineering and recovery abuse. An attacker may not need your password if they can persuade a support representative, phone carrier, or even you to reset the account. They may collect details from social media, impersonate someone you trust, or pressure you to reveal a verification code. Treat login codes and recovery codes like passwords. A legitimate support agent should not need you to read back an authentication code that grants access to your account. Review your recovery email addresses and phone numbers, remove old ones, and protect your primary email especially well because it can reset many other accounts. Now, let's build a stronger defense. Start with a password manager. A reputable password manager can generate and store a different random password for every account. You remember one strong master password while the manager handles the rest. This directly defeats credential stuffing because a password exposed on one website does not unlock another. NIST guidance also recognizes that password managers increase the likelihood that people choose stronger passwords. Enable the manager's autofill feature when appropriate. Autofill can also help you notice phishing because a password manager normally will not fill credentials on the wrong domain. For the master password and any password you must remember, prioritize length and unpredictability. Current NIST guidance requires at least 15 characters when a password is used as the only authentication factor. Longer passphrases can be easier to remember, but avoid famous quotes, song lyrics, family names, birthdays, addresses, team names, and predictable patterns. Do not assume that replacing an A with an @ sign makes a common phrase safe. Attackers build those substitutions into their guessing tools. Also, stop changing passwords on an arbitrary schedule unless your organization requires it. Current NIST guidance says services should not force periodic password changes without evidence of compromise. Frequent forced changes often encourage predictable patterns. Change a password when it is weak, reused, exposed in a breach, shared accidentally, entered on a suspicious page, or when you receive an alert that someone accessed the account. The next protection is multi-factor authentication, or MFA. MFA requires something beyond the password, such as an authenticator app, a security key, a passkey, or a biometric check on a trusted device. If an attacker steals only your password, the second factor can stop the login. CISA recommends using the strongest MFA available and specifically promotes phishing-resistant methods. Not every form of MFA provides the same protection. Text message codes are better than a password alone, but they can be targeted through phone number takeover, message interception, or real-time phishing. Authenticator apps are generally stronger than text messages, but a convincing phishing site may still trick someone into entering the current code. Phishing-resistant methods, such as FIDO, security keys and passkeys, are designed to verify the real website, which makes them much harder to relay through a fake login page. When your important accounts offer passkeys or hardware security keys, consider using them. Protect your recovery path too. Store backup recovery codes somewhere secure and offline, not in an unprotected screenshot or email draft. Register more than one trusted authentication method so losing a phone does not permanently lock you out. Never approve an unexpected MFA notification. Repeated prompts may be an MFA fatigue attack intended to make you press approve just to stop the alerts. Deny the request, change the password from a trusted device, and review recent account activity. Pay attention to breach and sign-in alerts, but verify them safely. If you receive a warning that your password appeared in a breach, do not rush through a link inside the message. Open the official app or website directly, review recent sessions, and change the affected password. If that password was reused anywhere else, every reused copy must be replaced. Sign out unfamiliar devices and revoke sessions you do not recognize. Many major services also provide a security checkup page that lists recovery methods, connected applications, and recent activity. Reviewing that page every few months can reveal an old phone, forgotten application, or unauthorized session before it causes greater harm. Here is your practical 10-minute security plan. First, protect your primary email account with a unique password and strong MFA because it can reset many other accounts. Second, install a reputable password manager and begin replacing reused passwords, starting with banking, work, cloud storage, and social media. Third, enable MFA everywhere it is offered and choose passkeys, security keys, or authenticator apps when available. Fourth, review recovery email addresses, phone numbers, active sessions, and connected devices. Fifth, update your devices and remove software or browser extensions you no longer trust. Finally, be suspicious of urgency. When a message pressures you to sign in immediately, stop and open the official service yourself. The most important lesson is simple. You do not need a perfect password. You need a system. Use a unique password for every account. Let a password manager generate and store them. Add strong MFA, keep your devices clean, and verify login pages before entering credentials. These layers work together. If one layer fails, the next one can still protect you. If this tutorial helped you, subscribe to SecureNet Tutorials. We make cybersecurity clear, practical, and safe. Share this video with someone who still reuses passwords and take 10 minutes today to secure your most important account.